Right now on News 8 at 5, up in flames. An afternoon fire forces apartment residents from their homes. We take a look at the damage in a live report. But first, a new twist in an old case. The step investigators took today in the case of a Knox County woman missing since 2015.
Live from WQAD, News 8 at 5 starts now.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Megan Noe. We begin with a developing story and an update to a missing persons case News 8 has been following for more than a year. A search warrant has been executed in the case of Megan Foglesong. The Rice County Sheriff's Office in Wichita, Kansas has been investigating her disappearance since December of 2015. So far, no arrests have been made and no criminal charges have been filed. Foglesong grew up in Oneida, Illinois. The 23-year-old was last seen in Alden, Kansas. A fallen firefighter returned home to West Burlington today. Firefighter Jim Franciscovich died Friday night in a car accident near Pella, Iowa. Franciscovich was headed to the State Fire School in Ames with two other firefighters when their car hit a patch of ice and crashed. Today, he returned home, and all along the way, crews from various fire departments lined the highways to show their respects. Franciscovich was 52 years old. His funeral will be held on Friday. A fire at an East Moline apartment complex forced residents from their homes this afternoon. News 8's Christina Hepner joins us live in East Moline tonight with how the fire started. Christina?
Hi, Megan. I'm here at Colonial House Apartments right next to United Township High School. And you can see right now the windows are getting boarded up and you can see the damage left behind from this fire earlier today. Now, the East Moline Fire Chief says he believes that the fire started on the third floor, and it's believed to have started in a kitchen on the stove. The chief says it took around 20 minutes to get the fire under control. Now, everyone inside the apartment was evacuated and no one was injured. But one resident says it was a scary sight to see. We're gonna come back live.
Then the smoke keep coming. Then the fire come.
And several families have been displaced from this fire, but the Red Cross is on hand to help them out. Reporting live in East Moline, Christina Hepner, WQAD News 8.
All right, thank you, Christina. Well, the snow sure didn't stick around for long with another mild day of temperatures today. Meteorologist Taylor Graham is in the Weather Center tonight with our first look at the forecast. Hi, Taylor.
Hi, Megan. Doesn't seem like that snow really stayed long at all, so you're exactly right. We saw mild temperatures well above freezing this afternoon, and instead of seeing snow on our storm tracker today, well, we're tracking just a little bit of rain. Now, these are all some very light showers, not expected to last throughout the rest or throughout the entirety of the overnight hours. Highs today got into the low 50s here in the Quad Cities. 49 was your high in Clinton. Now we're starting to cool off just a little bit, but with winds still coming from the south, still staying on the warmer side at the moment. Now, eventually that rain will be out of the way here late this evening and past midnight, leaving us with some cloud cover in some spots and temperatures only getting into the mid to upper 20s for overnight lows. If you thought it was nice today, get ready for the warm up on the way for Monday and Tuesday. I'll tell you how warm it's going to be by then, coming up in just a few minutes.
Sounds good. Thanks, Taylor. A former congressman known for reaching across the aisle has been laid to rest. Hundreds of people bid their final goodbyes to former GOP House Minority Leader Bob Michel in Peoria. Michel served 19 terms in Congress before retiring in the early 1990s. He was known for striking compromises, but Michel's son says his dad should be remembered for his values, not his political skills.
He was a one-of-a-kind role model. And while his accomplishments in public life make us all so very proud, it is his values and character that he instilled of each of us that means the most to us. And that will be his lasting legacy.
Congressman Michel passed away last Friday. He was 93 years old. Rock Island rang in the end of Black History Month with its 9th annual Community Day rally. The event is sponsored by the Rock Island County NAACP, but people of all different ages and backgrounds attended today's event. This year's theme was Catching Fire, Fired Up, and it focused on getting young people actively involved in their local communities.
we've got to be engaged as a community, and we've got to be engaged on the grassroots level. We've got to be attuned to what's happening and how we can affect change or maintain what it is that we have. It's putting the active in activism is what it is.
Rock Island's annual Community Day is hosted every fourth Sunday in February. In tonight's international headlines, new information is out about the death of Kim Jong-nam, the half-brother of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Malaysia's health minister conducted an autopsy and says he died from exposure to a chemical nerve agent. Officials say the dosage was so high, Kim Jong-nam died within 20 minutes of the attack at the Kuala Lumpur airport. Health officials say his last moments would have been especially painful. The North Korean government is being investigated for its involvement in his death. More than a month after his inauguration, President Trump is still trying to fill positions in his administration. CNN reports there are nearly 2,000 job vacancies in the administration. President Trump is still waiting for some cabinet positions to be approved as well. He's blamed Democrats for the holdup, but the administration still has openings for jobs that don't require Senate confirmation as well. February isn't even over yet, and Chicago has already hit 102 homicides for the year. The Chicago Tribune reports a man was killed and at least 7 others were hurt in shootings just from Saturday morning to early this morning. This past week also saw Chicago's deadliest day of the year as gun violence numbers continue to outpace the record-setting violence of 2016. And one man is in custody after driving his pickup truck into a group of bystanders at a Mardi Gras parade in New Orleans. At least 28 people were hurt. The youngest is just 3 years old. The police chief says 25-year-old Nielsen Rizzuto was traveling in the opposite direction of the parade when he hit 2 vehicles and veered off the road.
When I heard the impact over here, I seen the truck hitting the people on the ground, coming through the crowd. They ricocheted off of one car to another when they hooked the hard left. And that's when he had all the people on the ground over here. People were everybody was trying to help one another.
Police say the driver had a blood alcohol level 3 times the legal limit. They also say none of the injuries appear to be life-threatening.
Well, we actually saw just a little bit of rain late this Sunday afternoon, still seeing some of it right now, and there's more on the way heading into the work week. I'll tell you when that batch of rain will arrive, coming up after the break.
You're watching News 8 at 5 with Megan Noe.